Welcome to the Power Couples podcast with Kamogelo and Talama, a platform where we tackle all things relationship from intimacy, communication, and unity in marriage.
What's up, guys? I can't believe this is really happening, babe.
Yeah, it's exciting, eh? Our very own podcast. It's been a long time coming, I must say.
Yes, a lot of people have been, sending us messages to start our very own podcast. And yeah, we heard your cry.
And here we are.
So, we're gonna firstly reintroduce ourselves, especially for our new listeners on our podcast, just so that you get to know us better.
Yep, who is Talama and who is Kamogelo? And how did we meet and how long have we been together? How many kids do we have, etc., etc.?
Yeah. So we've been married for 8 years now. We got married very young.
Yeah, I was 25?
I was 21.
Oh,
yeah.
Right for the picking.
So yeah, we got married young. Funny enough, we went to the same primary school. We lived in the same neighborhood, shared the same, is it taxi or was it a bus?
Yeah, something like that. It was a school bus. But it was only, in 2007, a couple of years later, that we rediscovered each other. And to an extent, I felt like Jacob a bit. I thought I was going to pursue her for 7 years. But luckily after 2 years of hot pursuit, she finally gave in after I hit brick walls and I don't know what else.
Well, I needed to find out if you were the one. Like, I needed to assess.
Yeah, I should have gotten some sort of a qualification after those years.
Okay, so yeah, we have one son. His name is Emmanuel, such a handsome little guy. And that's basically us.
We should have him on the show one day.
Oh
I'm
my
sure
God.
he'd love to to say a thing or two. He's got a lot to say. But yeah, he's a blessing. And man, that's us. What you see is what you get, and we are sold out for Christ and everything that is related to marriage. We just love for lack of a better word.
Yeah. So babe, tell us, why are we here?
All right, so yeah, like my wife mentioned earlier on, I think the main thing is really just to bring you up to speed or to reintroduce the movement and just to give you a view of what exactly is Power Couples about. I know some might know, but we've got a lot of new followers, so we figured it would be quite crucial just to bring everyone onto the same page.
Yeah. So Power Couples, what is it about? When we started this movement, we, as I said in the beginning, that we were young and we had no experience. And we didn't have a couple whom we could associate with or connect with, even to ask questions. And we felt like we were just going through marriage without, any guidance. And when we started this movement, we realized that, there might be many of us who also might be in need of, having other couples and learning from them and just asking questions.
Yeah, true. And I mean, you've definitely touched on it. It's this movement is really it's for couples by couples. It's not to say that we have attained a level of mastery when it comes to things that relate to marriage, but it's really about couples feeding off each other. Because one thing that you need to, or that we needed to make peace with, is the fact that what we go through in marriage, it's not unique to us. The journey that you travel, there's other couples that have gone through that, and you need to have a circle where we can actually learn from each other, and a support structure. As she said, I mean, there's no manual for marriage, and when we got into it, it was a case of just learning as we went along, and there were a lot of mistakes that we've made along the way that could have been avoided.
Exactly. I like using the word or the term prevention is better than cure, right? And I feel like when couples meet and share their testimonials or share their testimonies with each other, there's so much that can be prevented, and I could learn something from another couple, or I might be struggling from something, and I might need guidance on. So,
yeah, true.
so we definitely need each other, and as my husband has said, power couples is not to say that we have attained some, I don't know, high level of that we know what marriage is all about, or we have reached our destination. Power couples, especially for me, I think that power couples shouldn't be defined by your stature, by the things that you own, by your status in the community. But for me, when we started power couples, we wanted to change the narrative and say power couples is for couples that pray together, that fight battles together, that overcome battles together, and that for us was a power couple.
Yeah, true. I think there's a lot of misalignment in terms of the term power couples. Largely, as you have mentioned, it's been associated with a level of social standing,
Exactly.
and it's been associated with money and celebrities, and it's really not that. Well, according to our view and the vision that God gave us for this movement, and the name with that as well, is just to demystify all of that, to say, what, each and every couple has an internal source of power, and really this is a platform where we want to unearth that power and use each and every marriage as a ministry platform. There is something unique about every marriage, and that is your source of power. That unique differentiator is what you can actually bring to the table. And in essence, every couple that has gone through whatever they've gone through, every couple that is in marriage, have a source of power, and we want to reveal that, and hence the term power couples. And it's not about Talama and I. If anything, we want this movement to go beyond us and to outlive us. So yeah, so in a nutshell, that's what power couples is all about. And the foundation of this whole thing, it's God before anything, and this is a vision that was given by God, and we want to really just show the secular world out there that there is beauty in marriage, because there's been a lot of attacks on marriage, and this is just to show, as my wife mentioned, a different narrative on marriage, that there's a lot of beauty in marriage.
Exactly. Babe, I think you covered it all.
I did.
Yes, you did. Yeah, but guys, just to sum it up, we just wanted to create a community for couples where we can all gather, be ourselves, ask questions, silly questions, have hardcore conversations, and basically learn from each other.
Yeah, true. And I mean, part of how we bring in this to live is obviously there's a whole lot of other things that we are doing within the movement, which we will share during the course of time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, COVID also deterred some of our plans for the
Yeah.
year. But from a social media platform perspective, really, we use the platforms just to engage on topical issues pertaining to marriage, and some actually issues that we tend to avoid, or topics that we tend to avoid. So that's where we want to go. We want to talk about those things that actually can build or break marriage. But obviously, the intention from us is to achieve the former, being to be able to build each other in marriage. So we really encourage you to tune in onto our discussions, refer to our social media platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, and weekly on this podcast we'll also be sharing a lot of discussions, and we really just want this to be a two-way dialogue.
Yeah.
We don't want it to be a one-sided conversation.
Yes. So yeah, that's basically us for today.
Super, guys, we look forward to engaging with you, and reach out to us on our social media platforms. As I said, my wife will share the handles. We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and would really love to connect with you. And
All right, guys. I will leave our email and our Instagram handles on the description, and yeah, that's where you will find us. If you have any questions, please also leave reviews. Would like to hear from you on what you think about our podcast. So we love you, and good night.
cheers.